Angel.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
This may be an unpopular opinion, but I really hate curvy wife dudes. Like, their whole motto is, whoa, I bang a fat girl forever. Stop using your fat wife for clout. And also, in the song, you really didn't have to go giant text, she's 200 pounds. Yeah, we can see she's fat. It's fine.
We can all agree on this, yes? So how can we not agree on this?
If you don't like my body for being 3,000 pounds, it's because of the patriarchy. No, it's because nobody likes that. That's disgusting, it's unhealthy, and nobody should want to date that. Like, women, I don't want to look at it, men don't want to look at it, and I'm straight.
I mean, I just think it's so ironic that people actually take this person seriously, but it is what it is, and they do. Number one, I think they like her because she gives them permission to feel better about themselves for absolutely no reason. Like, she's literally saying that if you're fat, you should feel like shit. And it's really funny that for a woman who built her entire platform off all lives matter, everybody is equal, God loves everyone, she makes a statement like this and it's like, well, all lives matter unless you're fat. And for someone who claims to be so educated in the way of the world, she also fails to understand that health is actually a privilege. Like, she's making it sound like people are like, I just don't want to go to the gym, when actually there are millions of Americans that have food insecurity. People can't even afford food. And what happens for a lot of these people is they end up over consuming because they don't know where their next meal is coming from. But that doesn't matter, right? They just don't want to go to the gym. But it's also really funny to me that she actually thinks that this is all about looks, and this is all about just wanting to feel attractive and desirable. Now, she more than likely is projecting her own internal needs and her own internal desires, but that is actually not what the fat acceptance movement is about. Now, I myself am not fat, but I follow a lot of fat activists, and I can say for certain that they don't give a shit if you think that they are attractive. Actually, the reason the body positivity movement was even started in the first place was to actually demand access to healthcare. That fat people are not treated like they are less than in society. They're actually just asking for really basic things like job opportunities, not to be discriminated against because of their weight, and healthcare. But again, admitting that would be really hard for people like Candace, because that means they have to admit that they didn't do anything special to be in the position that they're in right now. And also, I'm really curious why Candace Owens is always bringing up Lena Dunham. She's always using her in her examples, which is really funny because Lena Dunham has been very public about having PCOS and endometriosis, which actually makes it very hard for you to actually lose weight. And again, for her, it comes right back down to all lives matter unless you're fat. And apparently, if Candace Owens doesn't want to date you, then no one wants to date you.
Cute outfits and fat rhetoric, part 2. The diet industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry that profits from your failure. Fat is a neutral word. Weight loss is not small talk. Have you ever considered that your mom isn't right? Calories are also not small talk. It's okay if your tummy shows because your tummy is cute. Also, add your diet to the list of things that are not small talk. Did you need a diet or did you need a therapist? So you know everybody has cellulite, right? You don't have to justify being hungry. Gaining and losing weight is completely morally neutral and a thing that's bound to happen to you over the course of your life. My fat body has not affected people's ability to love me.
Reasons why I, a fat person, never want to go to a gym again, part 12. For context, I was on the elliptical, and yes, I did have headphones in, although I could still kind of hear what was going on around me. Hey, so, I mean, it looks like all of the treadmills are taken right now. Should we just use one of the ellipticals? Only fat people use ellipticals because they're too fat to use treadmills. I mean, look, me. Yeah, I guess you're right. Guess we can just wait for a treadmill to open up then. Yeah, exactly. Should we take a selfie? Here, let's go this way. What do you think?
This is a PSA for the skinnies. For the skinny bitches. If when you're shopping, you take your size small and medium and go put it in the plus size to hide it and save it for yourself for later, you can fuck all the way off. Like, honestly, it's so freaking rude. I don't think you guys have no idea, like, how slim pickings we already have as, like, fat and plus size people. All we can pick is shitty, ugly animal print and floral patterns. That's the shit we have to pick from. So when you put a really cute item and we're like so stoked about it, you pull the freaking item out and then you realize, oh, this is a XS. You have no idea how defeating that is. So please, on behalf of all the fat bitches who want to wear cute shit but can't, don't put your shit there.
Hey guys, here is a charming, campy TV show to watch that will leave you smiling, and it's called Astrid and Lily Save the World. Teenagers Astrid and Lily are outcasts at school, both for their size and their tendency to be a little weird. After getting made fun of at a party, the two girls try to shake it off and have fun, but they accidentally perform a ritual that opens a portal to a dimension full of monsters who wreak havoc in their town. Astrid and Lily are then tasked to defeat the monsters they released in order to close the portal back up, a mission that will inevitably throw off their plan to blend in more at school. Astrid and Lily Save the World is Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets Booksmart, a silly, loving look at friendship, camaraderie, and the follies of being a teenager as they try to save their small-minded town. It's also a rare, joyful depiction of fat women being shown not as the butt of a joke, but as the heroes, one of whom just might be able to get the girl in the end.
Okay, so I feel like a lot of people still don't actually get this. Like, they can't wrap their brains around it. And yes, it's not my job to educate you, but honestly, if this finds someone who's like, you know, teeter-tottering, wants to learn, I don't know if it's this person. It's probably not, because they're just commenting on my videos like crap just for fun. But in case this gets to anyone, you know, who's willing to learn, it is not inherently fatphobic to be attracted to thinner people. It's only fatphobic if you exclude a group of people, fat people, from that attraction due to the fact that you think being fat is unhealthy, unattractive. Because why do you think it's unattractive? Where does that come from? Your fear of larger bodies, right? Like that, or not even your fear of larger bodies, but your distaste for, your dissatisfaction for. That's fatphobic. I can like thin people. I don't always. Like, I love like a full-bodied individual. And I can still like thin people too. But I don't exclude fat people from my preferences. Because at that point, it's no longer a preference, it's a bias. There's a stigma, there's a weight stigma, right? Which is where the phrase weight stigma comes in. Certain weights are stigmatized, right? All rooted in racism, our fear, our hatred of black, large, disabled, whatever bodies. And just in case there's any bitches out there who's like, oh, why do you always have to bring race into this? Like, you're a what? Like, it's rooted in racism. Like, fatphobia is rooted in racism. So it's like, there are many things to break down at the same time. You're allowed to be attracted to thin people. You just can't exclude a whole group of people and call it a preference. Just like it's racist if you say, oh, I only date white guys. Or like it's racist to those other groups that don't fit in that box, right? It's no longer a preference. It's systemic. It's rooted in something else. It's not just an attraction.
Value on Tuesday delivery edition.
I'm sorry, but where the fuck are all her comments containing unsolicited health advice from strangers? Where are the comments worried about her health, saying she's gonna die by the time she's 40? Where are the people counting her calories although she didn't ask for them? Where are the people saying that it's disgusting to put that much food in your body? Where are the people assuming she eats like this every day based off of a 60-second fucking TikTok? Nowhere. Go right now, click on her video, go in the comment section, and see if she even has a quarter of the hate comments I get in all of my What I Eat in a Day videos. Now, does she deserve hate comments? Absolutely not. Nor should you go in her comment section and start berating her about what she chooses to eat. Everybody has the right to do whatever the fuck they want with their bodies, but this is a perfect example about how fat people get harassed and mistreated for the same exact fucking things that thin people do. Sending all the love to this girl, but we need to do better about treating all bodies equally.
I am this size because I dieted for 20 years. I gave up dieting because it was a loser game for me. It made me fatter. It made me incredibly unhealthy.
That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit. Fuck. Oh my.